Okay, welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed that last back day video. Uh, yeah, I had no lift yesterday. The reason for that is I've got arms today, but that back day was honestly it was something else. It completely finished me. Like my back today is still in pain, and residually, 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 uh, I felt a bit of biceps for that back day. I think that's what happens with those heavy wide grip lat pull downs, which is another reason why I prefer the narrow grip ones. I don't know. It could have been from something else, but yeah, I felt my buys a little bit. And so yesterday, like they're feeling quite sore. So I was like, there's no point in going into an arm day where my buys are already feeling sore. So yesterday was just an active rest day. Done some incline walking along with my daily crunches, like always, and that was that. So today, come back fully refreshed, ridiculously caffeinated because I had a meal deal where I got a Red Bull and I've just had my pre-workout also. So energy is through the roof right now. I cannot wait to get this workout started. And just as I've said that, it's turned midnight, so it's a very, very late one. So yeah, I might try get through this arm day a little bit quicker than usual, but we'll see. Today, once again, a very nice warm day. It's literally 14 degrees right now, hence why I've got no coat. Just got the jumper. It's so warm, so warm. So yeah, can't complain in that regard. Nothing else to say. I'm gonna warm up, and I'll see you guys for buys or tries first. I think last time we done buys first, so most likely some tricep movement first. Simple straight bar pushdowns, I think, to start off this arm day. Yeah, I think last week or last arm day I started off with buys, so tries this week first. I used to, I'm not even going to say used to because I still do like to do it, but superset this one a lot more with tri ropes. But recently I've been finding that I like just doing tri ropes as their own movement rather than as part of supersets. So for that reason, straight bar, push downs. I'm thinking usually I do 3 sets to start, but I'm thinking maybe 2, so that for set number 3 I get those tricep extensions. I'm not sure. If I don't cut to any other tricep exercise right after this, then it will just be the 3 sets. Yeah, warmed up, ready to go. Let's get into set number 1. Right, great opening first set that. And I was 12, 13, 4 reps before I got those partials at the end. I must say that feels good. So I'm thinking, gonna mash out 2 more of these sets. In between sets, I'm going to do some forearms, but I feel like I showed them so often that you guys get the gist by now. Just getting those curls in as much as I can. But yeah, that is the first try movement. So next up for you guys, let's move on to buys. Right, first bicep movement. I decided, let's just stick with the cables. I was tempted to do some preacher curls because I've not done preacher curls as my opening by movement for a while. I was like, you know what, let me just stay here so I can still get my forearm sets in between those bicep sets. So what we're going with are those Spider-Man curls that I've been doing for the past 3 arm days. It's probably been like a month or something since I started doing them. Very, very big fan. I've increased weight to 14, so we'll see how that moves. If it's feeling like too heavy, ideally I want to get at least 8 reps. If I feel like it is a little bit too heavy, I'll definitely be dropping the weight down. But yeah, Buy's also warmed up, so let's get to set number 1. Right, that for sure did feel heavy, and I did get to that 8 rep mark. If I start getting those half reps in, and let me tell you, my buys already are burning just off that one set. That's how good this exercise is. Yeah, like I say, definitely gonna drop the weight down now to 12.5 just by 1 pin, and crank out 2 more sets with that weight, and that'll be the first 3 sets done. So in that case, back over to tries, which I'm going to still stay right here because I want to get some overhead extensions in. Overhead extensions, nice and simple. Just the 2 sets will do. Lighter on the weight, really focus on just getting that stretch and squeeze with this one. I've done 1 set already. Let's go straight to set 2. Right, fair to say I'm definitely feeling the effects of the caffeine today. I feel like I'm, just transferring that backday energy into today, pushing more reps, more weight. Arm day so far has been very, very good. That's 2 sets done here. Back over to buys. I'm thinking some preach curls. Machine preach curls. Nice and simple, not much to say really. Just push both sets till failure, and I think I'm going to make the second one a rest pause one. Actually, I might make both of these rest pause sets. And yeah, like I say, there is nothing else to say. So let's just keep going. It's been a very, very, very solid arm day so far. That is what I like to call a perfect rest pause set. One more just like that, and we'll almost be done with buys. After this, to be honest, I think just 1 set of dips and 1 set of hammer curls, and we can call it there 6 sets for buys and tries. I think that's all you need with a mixture of 3 different exercises. For me anyway, it works. It's a pretty good blend. Like I say, I used to do like, how many sets? I promise you, I used to do 12 sets for both buys and tries, literally double the amount. And yeah, what I quickly came to realize, or not even quickly, what I eventually came to realize is, listen, if you increase the intensity on those sets, you will not need that much volume. And yeah, like I say, 6 sets. I promise you, that's all you need. Your buys and your tries are not big muscle groups. Okay, so you don't need to fatigue them as much as your chest or your legs or quads, whatever you want to compare it to, or even your lats or your other back muscles. Your arms, small muscle groups. They don't need too much volume to be completely destroyed during a workout. So, like I say, I'm going to do 1 more set here, and then move over to some dips to finish off tries. Right, my tries are so defeated that if I left the workout there, left the gym right now, I'd be more than satisfied that I got a great arm workout in. However, just to completely squeeze out every last bit of juice out of this arm day, or for tries anyway, we're going to finish up with this dip machine. Honestly, I love this dip machine, and it's so weird because I never used to do any sort of dips. I didn't really like it, and then after a lot of time off, I came back to it. I tried it one time, and now honestly, I am a very big fan. So what we're going to do, I think, also similar to what we've done with those preach curls, make it a little drop set. So reach failure, not a drop set, sorry, rest pause. Actually, no, we'll make it a drop set. We'll reach failure, seeing as this is literally the final set for tries. Yeah, we'll reach failure, give it a couple seconds, and then do the same. So, no point talking about it. Let's just finish this try and work out strong. Right, if you ever need a good song recommendation to add to your playlist, Tore Up by Don Toliver. That song always does it for me. That was a very, very strong way to finish off tries. Let's do the same for buys with some hammer curls. Alright, I'll try my best to stand to the right of the mirror split. But what I've done, I brought the dumbbells over here because sometimes in the gym, you got that group of lads are just sort of sitting around, taking up the whole space, not doing anything. When I do like 1 set in 5 minutes, just cannot be bothered for that. Just looking at that just makes you demotivated, I feel like. So I brought the weights here because we're going to get a pump check in this room anyway. And the reason why I want to finish off with hammer curls is because for forearms, really. Because like I say, the buys I could also just leave. I'll be perfectly happy with. But by just doing 1 drop set, which is what we're going to go for, not only will I get a little bit more for buys, equally as importantly, I'll get a little bit more forearm work done also. So I've got the 14s, I'm going to make it a drop set to 10s, and that will be the end of this arm day. So let's finish strong. Right, more than happy to let the form fly out the window a little bit. I mentioned it in the back day yesterday, or sorry, the day before, that sometimes for some exercises you can sacrifice your form and just go bloody nuts. I was specifically referring to rows that time, but I was making a cross reference, to like my last bicep set. As you saw there, a lot of momentum generated. But like I say, towards the end of the workout, I do not mind that at all. And yeah, like I said, we've got the mirror room already, so we may as well just stay right here and get a pump check. Although this side better. I never know which side the lighting's the best. That's my little cheat code to make these pumps look better. But I mean, you know, the whole fitness industry is like this. Don't hate the player, hate the game. That's the saying, isn't it? Yeah, let's see what we've worked for today. Let's do a couple of these poses. Yeah. All right, I definitely feel like the peak of the bi is growing week by week, which is, of course, a cool thing to see. You know what? Let's just quickly. This is just for research purposes, and also for selfish showing off reasons. I just want to see where it looks better. Because here I'm under like a little light, and there it's just shadow. So in theory, it should be better here. Let's do just the same. 3. Right. Anyway, that arm workout was done. Well, the time is now 10 to 1. So, excluding the warm up and everything, I think I'd done that arm day in about 40 minutes, which is pretty good. I'm not done yet. I've got a little bit of a core to do. Staying consistent with that daily ab work. But yeah, for you guys anyway, that is the end of the Sunday. See you back in the car. Okay, back in the car. And before we talk about the lift, quick little sidetrack. I'll put a picture up here of the road that I'm going to talk about, right? But I go down the same exact route on the way back from the gym every single day, right? So there's a car ahead of me, and then there's the yellow box. And during a crossing, if you don't know, if you stand in the yellow box, £80 fine. One of the biggest scams in the UK, but everything in the UK is a scam when it comes to driving. So yeah, you're not allowed to stop in the box. And yeah, like I said, I've driven through this road hundreds of times. So there's 2 cars ahead of me at the lights. I'm like, cool, right. The lights turn green, the cars start going. I'm driving slowly. I'm approaching this yellow box, and then this car that's ahead of me just decides to stop right at the edge. And I'm thinking, there's no way I miscalculated this. So I'm like, okay, right, I need to think quickly. What am I going to do? If I stop in this box, that's £80. So I start doing a U-turn. There's no oncoming traffic on the other side. It's like, okay, let me do a U-turn. That way I won't stop in the box. As I'm doing the U-turn, I look to my left. The guy driving ahead of me has about 3 meters of open road ahead of him. Yet this absolute, I'm not going to say what, just decides to stop there. No care in the world. Yeah, and like I say, if I continue to go and stop there, I would have got an £80 fine just because this absolute moron couldn't move up into the space like he's supposed to. I think as he saw me doing a U-turn, he's like, "Oh wait, there may be a yellow box behind me. Let me move forward." Absolute idiot. And the issue with this country is that, they do not care. They do not care unless you appeal it. And the appeal process in this country of anything, that being parking tickets, congestion charge stuff, yellow box, like I just said, it's, yeah, appealing anything in this country is like you're speaking with a literal 5-year-old. I promise you. You just go back and forth explaining the same situation, and they just have no mental capacity. There's so many issues in this country. This is going off on a little rant here, but even recently, they built this new tunnel next to the Blackwall Tunnel, and of course, what they decided is, okay, we've got this tunnel built, but in order to use it, and bearing in mind this is a tunnel that separates, I think, north to south, London. What they decided is, oh yeah, but by the way, this tunnel, this brand new tunnel that we built, to use it, you're gonna have to pay £4, and that's each way. And so, of course, what that's done is everyone driving has decided, right, well, I don't want to be paying £4 every time I go through this bloody tunnel. Let's take an alternative route. And of course, because of that, the amount of traffic and just build up of cars, that's causing an alternative route. And this is all the genius Sadiq Khan, this great mayor of London, that's the biggest just absolute moron. The stuff that he introduces in this city, and the issue with this country is people will not stand up for anything. We just accept everything for no reason. We just accept it. We complain and we accept it. Do you think if they introduced these type of stuff in the likes of France, that they would allow any of this to happen? There's not a chance. People would say this is unacceptable. We're gonna protest. In this country, nothing. And that's why we've got even the introduction of like the 20 zones, and just there's just so many things. And the cycle lanes, don't get me started with the absolute biggest waste of money building these cycle lanes, which cyclists don't even use. Just this country is just so backwards in so many areas. It's ridiculous, honestly ridiculous, and it makes me think every single day, do I really want to be living here? And yeah, as your tax goes up, your energy bills goes up, everything goes up, cost of living, don't even get me started on that. Everything goes up in price. Yeah, salary increase. Oh, look, we increased minimum wage by 50p in London. Have that, Londoners, because I'm sure that 50p an hour is really going to make a difference. It's honestly an absolute joke, absolute scam, absolute farce. There's some of the stuff that is being brought into this country and brought into London specifically, because this country is just a bunch of people too scared, and someone needs to stand up and organize something. Organize some sort of protest and say we've had enough, because honestly it's a joke. It's an absolute joke, the stuff that's been done in this city. And another thing, they'll block off all these roads, right? They've blocked off all these roads to make it more environmentally friendly. Yeah, so they block them off, and you can only go through at certain times, or only authorized vehicles can go by to be environmentally friendly. So of course everyone goes around a different route, building up all this pollution anyway. So of course there's nothing to do with the environment. They don't care at all about the environment. It's not about that. It's all about the money, because they know that here's someone who might have not seen this difficult to understand sign. If he's gonna go through, that's a 80 quid for us. We councils just want some more money, and that's how it just goes. Everything's about money in this country, and it's an absolute just shambles, disgrace, and it's just sickening, absolutely sickening because, like I say, they mask these things like, oh yeah, we want to help the environment. They don't care. They don't care about anything other than making money for themselves, which is just, yeah. The state of this country right now, and yeah, I mean, they've just got all their priorities wrong. I didn't dive into politics because it's just all a bunch of nonsense. You know, we had so we've got the Labour Party now with Keir Starmer. He promised all these stuff, just lies. Before we had the Tories, it was terrible anyway. Yeah, I mean, is there any point in having a political interest when realistically it's all the absolute same gibberish and same nonsense? I don't know. I don't think so. So yeah, until there's a big change, it's all going to be the same, just rubbish, and no one's ever going to do anything about it. And yeah, they're just going to keep making the most of the people. Before, I don't know, maybe one day people will wake up and decide that we've had enough, but up until then they're just gonna keep getting away with these scams. And don't even get me started on insurance. Oh, and one more thing actually, for any people out there that don't have a license, right, I feel so sorry. There are no driving test dates up until 2026 to get your driver's license, because all these bot accounts keep buying out all the test dates, and the government's not going to do anything about it, because end of the day, if they're getting bought out regardless, they're getting the money anyway. So do they really care? No. So if they wanted to do something about it, they would, but they won't, so they don't care. So any new driver, good luck getting any getting your test done. And what that also does is makes you pay more for your theory test, because of course, if you've done your theory test, you've got 2 years to do your driver's test. And don't even get me started on the prices of lessons. When I done them, it wasn't too bad. It was like £25 an hour, something like that. I'm hearing that's skyrocketed because obviously the demand is so high, and somehow there's such a limited supply of all these driving instructors and stuff. So yeah, I mean, like I say, and then even the driving tests themselves. I mean, nowadays, like I say, because there's such a backlog, and because you can't book any tests for so long, people are buying it through resellers. I promise you guys, I've seen like £500-600 for a driving test. Which imagine you fail that test. You just paid £600 on top of borrowing your instructor's car, which the majority of people have to do. So that's probably another £50 minimum. You're paying £700, and let's say you fail, you got to wait another potentially year to get another test date, or you can once again book a new test date in a few weeks, which will probably cost you another £500-600. And then let's say you've got your driving license now. Time to get a car. I don't think so, buddy, because you know what the biggest scam is? Insurance. Insurance is going to say, new driver. What car do you want? A 1.2 litre Nissan Micra, right? That will be £3,000, please, for the year, because that makes complete sense. And then let's say you were to get into an accident anyway. No one wants to go for insurance anyway, because if you do go for insurance, you'll get that you'll get your no claims discount swiped away. So your next insurance quote will be even more expensive because you've used insurance, or will stay the same price and it won't get any cheaper. It's the biggest scam. It's honestly ridiculous, and people this country, we do nothing about it. We do absolutely nothing about it. And then add on top of that congestion charge in London, add on top of that parking permits, which I need to renew, by the way. It's like £15 a month congestion charge for me to leave my house and drive between the hours of, I believe it's 7 till 6. Every single time I have to pay £1.50. And if you don't have a residence discount, you have to pay £15 just to get into certain parts of London for congestion reasons. It's just another way of them masking, getting more money. And then on top of that, road tax. Right, let's make you pay road tax for these beautifully paved London roads where you've got a pothole every other second, and it feels like you're driving in the, I don't know, in the slums of Poland, because they won't do anything about these potholes. But sure, no, they'll build a new cycle lane, or what they've recently done is built these new bays for like the Lime bikes, the electric bikes, completely for no reason. Instead of, you know, there was no issue with the Lime bikes there because people are just going to leave them anywhere anyway, so that doesn't matter. So yeah, instead of filling out the potholes, there's a road, I promise you, parallel to where I am right now, 1 minute away, that has had the craziest potholes there ever since I remember. I remember being a kid, my dad driving us to church, right, and him complaining about the potholes. Those potholes are still there because this council does not care at all. Is it in their interest to fix these potholes? Of course not. That's their money gone. But instead, no, they'll just build all these stupid stuff and just try get as much as your money. So yeah, there's my driving rant. I feel like I had to get that out eventually because it's something that just pisses everyone off, absolutely everyone. And then yeah, like with the introduction of that new stupid tunnel, which by the way, the new tunnel, it's 2 lanes and one of them's a 24-hour bus lane. 24 hours, yeah, because buses are going to be going through constantly at 3 a.m. in the morning. Just doesn't make any sense. Once again, another way for them to get money, because you've gone into the bus lane for 30 seconds where no bus is going to come for the next hour anyway, mate. That's 80 quid. Yeah, thank you for that money, because that's such a inconvenience to the non-existent buses. So yeah, that's London driving for you. It is honestly not worth. There's no point in having a car in London. The only reason I've got my car is because I went to uni up in Loughborough, where there it actually made sense for me to have a car. You know, doing my weekly shoppings, just in general, getting up and down from home, it just made more sense. If I was to live in London right now, there's no need at all for me to have a car, and this is what they do. This is exactly what they do. They make all these absurd, stupid little details and all these little costs that they make you feel insane, to the point where they don't want you to drive a car. And then your alternatives are TfL. Ah, yes, let me get on the train for one stop. That will be £3, please, or however much they charge you nowadays. It's this country, or this city in particular, because yeah, I can't speak for all places, but this city in particular just have it so backwards, and it's so just uninhabitable with some of the stuff that they come out with, that is just an absolute joke. I feel like I might even make this its own separate video, just a London driving rant, because yeah, hopefully, I mean, yeah, this is obviously not the right target audience. Most of you guys have probably clicked off by now, but yeah, I feel like I just needed to get that out there. But anyways, rant over. Let's go back to the lift. Very good arm day. Yeah, honestly, don't think I could have gotten any better intensity-wise. Like I say, I was very caffeinated today, so I had plenty of energy going into that, and riding off a very good workout with that back day. And yeah, spirits are just high, so I need to keep that momentum going. My plan now is to shower and eat, of course, get calories, get protein in. The time is already 20 to 2 in the morning, so it's very, very late. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there because I'm quite tired. So if you guys did enjoy the video, if you did enjoy the lift part of the video, then yeah, leave a like, and I appreciate you guys watching. Like always, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and that's all I've got. So I'll see you for what should be a leg day tomorrow. My left hamstring is feeling a little tight, so I'll see what that leg day will actually be. But I am still planning on, if anything, just making it a quad dominant leg day with some calves, adductors, stuff like that. But that is something for me to decide tomorrow. So I'm going to leave it here, like I said, and I'll see you for whatever tomorrow's lift may be.